Ever heard a woman say something that just didn't sit right with you? It's like an alarm ringing in your head, warning you to walk away. But most men ignore it, thinking they're overreacting. Don't be that guy. Today we'll uncover the 10 things a woman might say that you should never ignore. If you hear any of these, it's your cue to leave. No hesitation. Pay close attention, because understanding these signs could save you from heartache and wasted time. Ready? Let's dive in. 1. You're overreacting. When she says, "You're overreacting," it may seem like a small remark, almost innocent. But make no mistake, this is a powerful manipulative tactic called gaslighting. Let's dig into what this really means. Gaslighting is a form of psychological manipulation that causes you to question your own thoughts, feelings, and perception of reality. When she tells you that you're overreacting, she's essentially dismissing your feelings and making you believe that your emotions are invalid or exaggerated. She wants you to feel guilty for reacting to something that, deep down, you know is off. Think about it. If your instincts are telling you that something isn't right, and she continuously dismisses those feelings, it starts to mess with your mind. You might start doubting yourself, questioning whether your reactions are justified. This is how gaslighting works. It's a slow, corrosive process that erodes your confidence and self-worth over time. The more she uses this tactic, the more you become conditioned to ignore your gut feelings. In a healthy relationship, a partner should validate your emotions and work through issues with you, not minimize your concerns to gain control. By making you feel like your feelings are over the top, she gains the upper hand. You start questioning whether you're being unreasonable, and slowly, she gets you to doubt your perception of reality. A high-value man understands that his emotions are valid and that a relationship should be a safe space for open communication and mutual respect. If she constantly invalidates your feelings, it's not just a one-time occurrence, it's a pattern of behavior that shows she doesn't value your perspective. The moment she consistently tells you that you're overreacting, she's showing you that she has no respect for your emotional well-being. Walk away. Don't stick around in a place where your reality is manipulated. Value yourself enough to leave a situation that compromises your mental health. 2. If you really loved me, you would. This phrase might sound like a plea for affection, but it's actually a manipulation tactic that's designed to control you. When she says, "If you really loved me, you would," she's testing your boundaries. What she's doing here is placing the burden of proof on you to show your love through actions that often benefit her, not you. She's essentially dangling your emotions in front of you, like a carrot on a stick, to see how far she can push you to do things her way. The problem with this phrase is that it puts you in a position where you constantly feel the need to prove yourself. It's no longer about mutual respect or understanding. It's about jumping through hoops to meet her demands. This creates an imbalance in the relationship where she's always in control, and you're constantly trying to keep up. When love becomes a test of your loyalty or devotion, it's no longer genuine love. It's a transaction where you're paying for her approval with your actions. She may start with small things, like asking you to change your plans for her or to give up certain hobbies. But as time goes on, these demands become bigger and more unreasonable. Before you know it, you're sacrificing your values, your time, and your energy, all to prove that you're worthy of her affection. A high-value man understands that true love doesn't need constant validation through sacrifices. A healthy relationship is built on mutual support and appreciation, not ultimatums and tests. If she keeps using this line, it's a clear sign that she's not looking for an equal partnership. She's looking for control. The moment you realize that you're constantly being tested, take a step back and evaluate if this relationship is worth your time and effort. You should never have to prove your worth to someone who truly values you. If her love comes with conditions, it's time to walk away. A high-value man knows his worth and refuses to be manipulated into proving it. Leave before her conditions become your normal and you lose sight of who you are in the process. 3. I hate when you hang out with your friends. On the surface, it might seem like she just wants to spend more time with you, but there's a deeper issue at play here. When a woman starts expressing resentment about you spending time with your friends, she's not just being affectionate, she's trying to isolate you. This is a classic manipulation tactic used to control you by cutting you off from your support system. Your friends provide perspective, stability, and a reality check when things go wrong. By isolating you, she becomes your only source of validation and influence, which is exactly what she wants. At first, she might say things like, "I just want us to be together more," but over time her statements may become more controlling. She might start questioning why you need to hang out with your friends at all, or suggest that they are a bad influence. It's not about wanting to spend more time together. It's about making you choose between her and your friends. And the more you choose her, the more control she has over your life. This tactic is subtle and often happens gradually. She may initially seem like she's just a bit possessive, but as time goes on, you'll find that you're seeing your friends less and less. She starts creating a world where she is your main focus and the only voice in your ear. If she can achieve this, she can control the way you think and act, because you no longer have your friends to offer an outside perspective. A high-value man knows the importance of maintaining his friendships and support system. A woman who genuinely cares about you would never try to isolate you from those who matter to you. If she's constantly trying to pull you away from your friends, it's a sign that she wants to control your reality. Don't let her isolate you from the people who keep you grounded. If she can't respect your friendships, it's time to walk away before her possessiveness takes full control. Your autonomy is a vital part of who you are. Never let anyone take that away from you. 4. I don't know what I want right now. This statement might seem honest and vulnerable, but it's often used as a manipulation tactic to keep you on standby while she explores other options. When she says, "I don't know what I want right now," she's telling you that she's not ready to commit, but she doesn't want to lose the benefits of having you around either. It's a way of keeping you in her life without giving you the clarity or commitment you deserve. This phrase creates a sense of uncertainty, making you feel as if you need to wait for her to figure things out. Meanwhile, she gets the best of both worlds, your time, attention, and affection, without having to reciprocate fully. You become her backup plan, someone she keeps around until something better comes along. This is a form of emotional manipulation designed to keep you hooked, always hoping that she'll eventually choose you. The truth is, if a woman is truly serious about you, she won't leave you guessing. She won't keep you in a state of confusion because she values your time and respects your feelings. She'll make her intentions clear, and you won't have to question where you stand. When someone tells you they don't know what they want, it's often a polite way of saying they don't see you as their first choice. A high-value man recognizes his worth and doesn't wait around for someone who's undecided. Instead of hanging on to the hope that she'll come around, take her statement at face value. She's not prioritizing you, and you deserve to be someone's priority. If she can't give you clarity, it's your cue to walk away and invest your time in someone who knows your value. Don't waste your time waiting for someone to figure things out when you could be with someone who's already certain about you. A high-value man chooses certainty over confusion and walks away from anyone who isn't fully invested in him. 5. I don't want to talk about it. This is another subtle form of control that can have a huge impact on your relationship. When she says, "I don't want to talk about it," she's effectively shutting down communication. She's avoiding accountability and refusing to engage in the difficult conversations that are necessary for a relationship to grow. In a healthy relationship, open communication is crucial. It's the foundation upon which trust and understanding are built. But when someone refuses to talk, they're blocking that foundation from ever taking shape. When she uses this phrase, she's telling you that she's not interested in resolving issues. She's only interested in maintaining control. By avoiding the conversation, she ensures that the problem stays unresolved and she remains in a position of power. It's a form of stonewalling, a tactic used to deflect responsibility and avoid dealing with uncomfortable truths. Over time, this can create a power dynamic where you feel silenced and powerless, afraid to bring up any issues for fear of being shut down. This behavior is especially dangerous because it creates a cycle where you start to suppress your own emotions and concerns. You become conditioned to believe that your voice doesn't matter, that bringing up issues will only lead to more conflict or worse, silence. A high-value man knows that his voice deserves to be heard. If she constantly avoids communication, it's not just about a single argument. It's a pattern that shows she doesn't respect your feelings or the relationship enough to work through problems. Don't waste your energy trying to communicate with someone who isn't willing to meet you halfway. If she refuses to engage in open and honest conversations, she's not interested in building a healthy partnership. Walk away before the silence becomes your norm. You deserve a relationship where your voice is valued, not suppressed. Choose someone who's willing to communicate and work through challenges, not someone who avoids them to maintain control. 6. You should change if you want to be with me. When she says this, she's attacking the core of who you are. She's essentially telling you that you're not enough as you are and that you need to change to meet her expectations. This is not a request for self-improvement. It's a demand for you to compromise your identity. A woman who truly values you will accept and appreciate you for who you are. She might encourage growth and self-improvement, but she won't expect you to change fundamental aspects of yourself just to fit her ideal image. This kind of demand is often a way to gain control over you. By making you feel inadequate, she keeps you in a state of constant striving, always trying to become the person she wants you to be. This isn't about becoming a better version of yourself. It's about molding yourself to meet her standards, which may not align with your values or goals. If she's telling you that you need to change to be with her, she's showing you that she's not interested in who you truly are. She's interested in who she can make you become. A high-value man refuses to compromise his identity to satisfy someone else's vision. He understands that his authenticity is what makes him valuable, and he won't sacrifice that for anyone. If she can't accept you for who you are, it's not your job to become someone you're not just to earn her approval. Walk away and find someone who values you as you are. 7. I'm not ready for a relationship, but I like having you around. When she says this, it's a major warning sign. She's clearly telling you that she enjoys the benefits of your attention, affection, and time, but she's not interested in committing. This is a classic tactic used to keep you close without giving you the clarity or exclusivity you deserve. Essentially, she wants all the perks of a relationship without any of the responsibility or commitment. This phrase is her way of keeping you as an option while she explores other opportunities. She might even hint that she's open to something more in the future, but for now, she wants to keep things casual. The reality is, if someone truly values you and sees a future with you, they won't hesitate to commit. They won't keep you in a state of uncertainty because they understand the importance of clarity and respect in a relationship. By keeping you close but not fully committing, she gets the best of both worlds. your time and attention, while she remains free to explore other options. A high-value man knows his worth and doesn't settle for ambiguity. He understands that his time and energy are valuable, and he's not willing to invest in someone who only sees him as a temporary convenience. If she says she's not ready for a relationship, take her at her word. Don't waste your time trying to change her mind or hoping she'll come around. You deserve someone who is fully invested in you, someone who isn't afraid to commit and build a future together. Walk away from those who want to keep you around as an option. Your time is too valuable to be wasted on someone who doesn't know your worth. 8. Why are you so sensitive? This phrase may seem harmless, but it's another form of emotional manipulation. When she tells you that you're too sensitive, she's trying to make you feel as if your emotions are a weakness or a flaw. It's a subtle way of belittling your feelings and making you feel small. She wants to create the impression that your emotions are not valid, that you're the problem, and that you need to toughen up. By labeling you as sensitive, she's effectively dismissing your concerns and shifting the blame onto you. This is a tactic used to avoid taking responsibility for her behavior or words that may have hurt you. If she can convince you that your feelings are the issue, she doesn't have to address her own actions or the impact they've had on you. This creates a power dynamic where you're left questioning your own emotions and doubting whether your reactions are justified. A high-value man understands that his feelings are valid and that emotional intelligence is a strength, not a weakness. He knows that being in touch with his emotions and expressing them is a sign of maturity, not sensitivity. If she can't respect your emotions or consistently tries to make you feel like they are a flaw, it's a sign that she's not interested in a healthy, balanced relationship. Don't let anyone make you feel small for expressing your emotions. You deserve a partner who values your emotional well-being and respects your right to feel and express your emotions. If she tries to belittle you or make you feel like your sensitivity is the problem, walk away. A relationship should be a space where you can express your feelings freely without fear of being judged or belittled. Remember, a high-value man knows his worth and walks away from anything that compromises his peace or self-respect. If you recognize any of these red flags, don't ignore them. Protect your emotional well-being and make the right choice. If you found this video valuable, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on more insights like these. Drop a comment below and let us know which red flag stood out the most to you. And as always, stay strong and stay true to yourself.